Welcome in, Ravens fans, to another episode of 410 Sports Talk. I'm Glenn Martin, riding solo for this one. As you can see in the title, man, the news is not stopped for the Ravens, for the NFL in general. But man, another offensive lineman moving north to the New York Jets. We saw yesterday John Simpson sign to be the new left guard. Well, now we see the Ravens make a move. They trade Morgan Moses, their starting right tackle, to the New York Jets, and in a bit of a surprising move. Although I will say it probably shouldn't have been a surprise when you consider John and Eric DeCosta both called this a year in which they were going to be rebuilding the offensive line. So I guess we should have expected that they'd be also, trading or getting rid of Morgan Moses in some capacity. But just so you know, the details of the trade, in return, the Ravens will be swapping fourth-round picks with the Jets. So the Ravens will drop or will go from pick 135 to pick 113, and also get the Jets' sixth-round comp pick, which is number 218 overall in the draft. So they pick up one additional pick, as well as move up, 22 positions from 135 to 113 as compensation, which, look, it tells me that they were planning to cut Morgan Moses anyway. They probably saw the $5.5 million of additional cap space as an attractive way to get some more cap space. But I will say this: they still have to find someone to play offensive line, and of course, when you consider the fact that they just signed Derrick Henry, they've already paid Lamar Jackson handsomely. You want to keep those guys, want to keep Lamar upright, and you want to clear lanes for Derrick Henry to both, to kind of further that investment that you put in both those individuals. And so right now, as it currently stands, we know of two positions. With Ronnie Stanley taking a pay cut and doing a restructure, we assume that he's now kind of penciled in as the left tackle for this upcoming season. But outside of that, it's only Linderbaum at center, which we know, and he's a hell of a player, but it's question marks to his left and big question marks now to his right, with Zeitler looking like he's not going to be returning after the Ravens allowed him to hit free agency and took on that $4 million in dead cap space, making it seem like there's really it doesn't make a lot of sense for them to turn around and bring the guy back and then just pay that dead money for no apparent reason. So it looks like they're going to be doing a complete rebuild when it comes to their left guard, and right tackle. The only question is it a strictly youth movement, or do they believe in the guys that have been here for a couple years and have been working their way into hopefully taking over the starter role? So the question is it Andrew Voorhees at left guard? Is it Ben Cleveland at right guard? Is it a combination of McCary and Faalele at right tackle? Or are they looking to upgrade those positions in the draft and expect those young guys to be day one starters? That's a big expectation. Certainly, you're talking about the tackle position. That's a lot to ask for a rookie to step in day one and be a starter in the AFC North. That's not an easy task. So it's certainly an interesting move. I got to think that this is just the first of many moves to create additional cap space. The Ravens were, negative after the acquisition of Derrick Henry. By the 13th, they have to be cap compliant. But let's not forget, cap compliance is one thing, but you have to go into a season with a good bit of spending cash in your back pocket. Not only do you have to sign now a 9-man rookie class, which isn't going to be the cheapest thing to do, but you also have to head into the season with a little bit of what if money in case there's injuries, because even injured players still count against your cap. So you'll still have to have some extra money. So getting cap compliant is great by the 13th, but they need more cash. So expect more moves to come. Could be some surprise cuts. I expect some restructuring of contracts for veterans, including Lamar Jackson, Mark Andrews, Marlon Humphrey, guys like that who've been here for a long time, but still have a lot left in the tank and are still relatively young. I expect those guys to restructure because this team's going to need some additional cap space. It'll be interesting what their plans are. If Clowney's in their plans to bring back, if it's another guy who, is going to be a newcomer to the team, it'll be interesting to see. But we will certainly be covering this move and all the rest of the moves, as well as the draft in our upcoming live this Friday night at 8 p.m. So certainly make sure you guys are out there. But yeah, another offensive lineman going north to try and keep Aaron Rodgers off the ground and out the training room. And we'll see what the Ravens do with that additional draft capital. Don't forget, guys, if you like the content, hit the like button. Definitely hit the subscribe button so we can keep you up to date on all your Ravens news. That's it for me right now. Catch us back live, 8 p.m. Friday on YouTube. See you.